how we first met. I think it was Paul's house. Actually, was having a game night, and he invited some of his coworkers and coworkers' friends. Because you didn't even work at Cap One, right? Capital One. Her friend Kelly invited her, and I don't think she even noticed me. That
I did. He was my partner on Taboo.
Yeah, but I didn't. Anyway, I remember who's the cute blonde, asking Paul that, and then that's how we met first time. But then a few months went by, and we didn't really see each other, and then we saw each other a few other times, and then we went to her church, her old church together, and then really got to know each other that night because we went out for dinner.
Yeah. Okay. What I love most about him, definitely his sense of humor. Very funny. And also very caring and sweet. And romantic.
And said, I'm sorry, I just have to say you have beautiful blue eyes. And then I think that's what actually got her ears perked and started paying more attention to me.
That's when I realized you were funny.
Oh, that's when I realized, okay, all right, well there we go. Thought I was funny before that, but apparently not. And, that was the first thing. And then after that, it's just, she's just really caring, compassionate to strangers, and let alone people she actually cares about. Very loyal, and just shows her heart. Just she loves animals, which is going to be a pain because we're going to have a zoo. But we'll be driving along, and it doesn't even have to be a normally cute animal like a bunny or something. It could be a turtle, and she'll be in the middle of, talking with me. And then she'll say, oh, look at the cute little turtle. She just completely stopped. And that shows the type of heart she has. And I remember we stopped once, and I didn't know why we were stopping in the middle of the road. And she tried to go and help a bird that was hurt and pick it up. And anyway, so she's just a sweet, caring girl like that. So. I was telling her best friend kept saying, oh yeah, she likes you a lot, this and that, but she wasn't really showing it because we were all in group settings and she was just nervous, I guess.
Shy.
Yeah, she's just shy. And I was like, I really don't think this girl's into me. And she told her that, so she was like determined to tell, to make me know that she is into me. And I remember we all went out bowling, there was like 20 of us, and we were just talking, and somehow something came up. About my availability, being single still.
Or about the girl or something.
Yeah, something from my past or whatever. And I remember she responds over and says, well, I don't think you have to worry about that because you're pretty much off the market. And I'm like, whoa, where'd that come from? I didn't even know I was on the market. Who's the buyer? But apparently I was bought and sold and didn't even realize I was on sale. So anyway.
It's magic.
Yeah. So. And from then on, it turned much more serious, and the rest is history.
The proposal was on a Monday night, and I was at work, and we were supposed to be cat sitting for Kelly.
Yeah.
And so he calls me. I was working until 7 o'clock that night, and says, "Hey, let's meet up for dinner." So I drive out there, and there's a Qdoba?
Yeah,
Qdoba's like a little Mexican place, and so he's like, we'll just eat here. And so I parked the car, and I'm walking in, and he's like, you know what? I really don't feel like Mexican food tonight. My stomach's kind of bothering me, and so he's like, let's find something else. So there's just a row of restaurants. So I was like, well, there's McAllister's, and he's like, no. So we keep on walking, and then the restaurant, Cafe Amore, which is where we went on our very first, I guess, official alone date.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I had already been there, like 2 hours in advance, and I talked to the waiter over there, and I talked to the owner. I mean, I had the whole staff working for me. It was great. They were on the payroll, and I knew if we hadn't been to that restaurant since our first date, over a year ago or whatever the case was, So I knew if I went right there, she may be suspicious. So I had to redirect her several times just to make it seem random. So we started off at the Qdoba place, and then I was like, I don't feel like going there. Spicy Italian's probably not the best. Spicy Mexican food probably isn't the best thing. and she pointed over McAllister's. I was like, okay, yeah, we can go there. And I was specifically positioned right in front of the Cafe Amore sign to try and get her to pick that. And then I turned around, I was like, yeah, I guess we could do that. And I kind of looked upward, and then she's like, oh, babe, that's where we had our first date. I was like, oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. She's like, let's go there. So it was perfect, because there's no way I could have planned it if she picked the restaurant, right? So we went in, and I had a specific place picked out. It was very, right around where we had our first date, the exact actual table. And I had everything planned out, and I wanted to make it random on a Monday. And so she would never, figure why on a random Monday after work. So we ate the whole time. We talked about nothing but just work and
it was just like a normal conversation.
Yeah, and then at the end, I started bringing you back to us, and the last year that we've been together and how great it's been and all of that. And I had it planned because I had the waiter had cameras, and he knew there was set cues, and my cue was when I say, hey, can we take a look at the dessert menu, that he would get in position with the camera and I was about to take the knee. And the funny thing is, there is no dessert menu. And I didn't realize that, but she still went along with it, and we didn't even finish what we were eating, and she's like, really, you want dessert? I was like, yeah, let's just see what's on there, So I was like, hey, can I get the dessert menu? Boom, that was the cue, and I saw them getting out of the corner of their eye, getting in position to take pictures, and I told them I'm probably going to be on my knee for a while, so just go ahead and snap as many pictures as you can to freeze frame that moment. And so I said it, he started getting around in position, and right then I got on my knee, opened the box, and started saying what I had planned on saying. So I was going to say, hey, babe, the last year has been the greatest year of my life, and I would be honored if you would spend the rest of your life with me. Will you marry me, right? But I think I got out maybe the first half of that,
I remember what you said.
I started to say I would be honored if, yes! Of course, I was like, babe, can I finish? Can I get this out? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, it was great, it was perfect, and I obviously finished it, and she said yes, and everyone started clapping, and she doesn't like being the center of attention, so I specifically, of course, picked the seat in the middle of the restaurant, so everyone would see it. And the funny thing is, the entire time, I felt the guys next to me, the customers sitting next to us, kind of staring at us, and I was like, this is weird. Why are they staring at us, And they were smiling. Well, little did we know, afterwards I talked to the waiter. Apparently, the waiter went to the back, and a different waiter let someone else take our table. And they saw us walking in, and he's like, oh, you guys gotta move really quickly. So in like 30 seconds, they picked up everything and moved over to the next table. So they knew obviously I was gonna propose, so they waited the whole time for me to propose just to see it. So it could have been, my cover could have been blown a few times there, but it wasn't.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was great.